Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today is a requested look, kind of like an ombre, reverse ombre eyeliner and then a smoky cut crease. I kind of didn't do as much of a cut crease as, say, the picture, but I kind of wanted to change it up just a little bit because I didn't want it to be an exact dupe for it. But this is a request from Dark and Princess on Instagram. She inboxed me this picture and was like, can you recreate this? I was like, yes ma'am. And let me just tell you, this girl is amazing. I don't know how to say her name, so I'll link it down below, but this is a picture she sent me. It is a cut crease, has a little bit of a highlight there. I chose to go all matte. And I think that she used the Shade and Light eye palette from Kat Von D. I use that palette to death. Like, I use it all the time. I use tones like that all the time, so I figured I'm going to change it up a little bit and just recreate it with my own colors. And I mean, let's be honest, I really just wanted to use this guy. This is the CS Chic palette from Nordstrom, a Nordstrom exclusive. Get your hands on it because it is limited from my understanding. So all matte. Some of the shades in here are permanent, but most of them you cannot get. So I thought this was the perfect time to use this. And if you guys have any looks that you want to see, just inbox me. I can't do them all, but it's nice to have some inspiration sometimes. Like when I saw this picture, I was like, whoop. This picture, I knew that I wanted to do it. I wanted to recreate it. It looked fun, looked interesting, so I did. If you guys want to see how I created this look, just keep watching. Obviously, brows are already done and eyes are already primed. Now I'm going to grab a MAC 227 and this shade right down here called Drawing a Blanc. I think it's supposed to be like a dupe for a Blanc type. It's not. I mean, it's kind of like the same shade, but it's not the same texture. But it's still good. And I'm going to basically set my entire eye with this shade. So from brow all the way down. This is going to make it easier to blend the shadows as we go. Now the MAC 217, I'm going to grab my favorite shade in this entire palette. I'm utterly obsessed with it. And I'm going to go straight into the crease first and then start working it up as a transition shade. And I'm also going to be dragging it down in this part of the eye socket as well. And bring it out in like a V form right at the outer edge. You don't have to do this stuff if you don't want to, but I really like blown out eyes, so that's why I do it. Same shade on a Nars pencil brush, and I'm just going to work this underneath the lash line, and I'm going to smoke it down quite a bit. With a MAC 221, I'm going to grab Chalk Full, and I'm going to work this right into the crease, slowly going back and forth first, and then going in with small circular motions. But I don't want to cover up the transition shade, so make sure it's kind of in layers. So transition, crease, and then the definition in the crease that we'll do later. So back and forth and small circles. I'm also going to go ahead and pack some of this on the outer corner here and bring up the excess. Make sure you're bringing the shade all the way in, just like we did with the last one. It really helps with that cut crease effect. Same brush, but now I'm going to go in with Embark, and this is a permanent shade. You can get this anytime. It's not exclusive to this palette. I'm going to start on this outer V, and I'm going to pack a little bit of this on here, and then bring the excess straight into the crease. I like to just tap, tap, tap to get the color payoff in this outer corner, and then just slowly work it directly into the crease. If you end up having any kind of harsh line, go back with the original 217 and just soften up the edges. No extra product or anything, just kind of drag it back and forth and it'll soften it right on up for you. Okay, if you wanted to, you could totally go in with like MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot and really clean up this area right here to make it a super cut crease, but I don't want to. I kind of want to leave it a little bit smoky. So I'm going to go back in with the original shade that I used to set everything, Drawing a Blanc on a 242, and I'm going to tap this on the inner corner right up to the crease and kind of just sharpen up a little bit, but I feel like it makes it a little softer and still leaves it kind of smoky. So instead of cutting it out, I'm going to just brighten up the inner corner again. I'm going right over here, but I'm going to add some more color so it's okay. Still on the 242, I'm going back in with that transition shade, and I'm packing it right in between the dark shade and that light shade, and then I'm going to add a little bit more of the dark right at the edge again. Grab a little bit more of Embark on that 221 and just go right at the outer edge again and into the crease softly. It kind of merges all those shades together. Nars pencil brush and a little bit of Embark on the outer corner. Now it is time for the liner part of this. Now you could use any concealer or like the MAC Soft Ochre paint pot. I'm not using the paint pot just because I want it to be more bright, so I'm using a really light concealer. You don't want to use like any kind of serum concealer or anything like that that's going to move around. Use something that you know sets up pretty well. So I'm using the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer, mainly just because it's in my drawer and I never use it, so I don't want to waste my good ones. I just don't love this concealer anymore. But I'm going to use this. I'm going to take it, I'm going to put some on a Petri dish. Now you can totally go straight off the dough foot, but if you do, you want to clean off the brush every time you do it because we're going to be putting this as liner. So you're going to get on your brush and add more. You don't want to get your concealer all disgusting. I'm using my Nars angled brush and I'm going to start the wing. Now I'm going to like show you what I'm doing, but then I'm going to have to finish it off camera. So I'm going to start the wing and I'm going to fill in and do the entire lid. Yep, I can't see. I'll be right back. So now I have my concealer eyeliner on. It's all in my lashes. It's okay. Now we have on our eye, it's more light in the corner here and then darker out here. We're going to do the opposite on our liner. It's going to be lighter and then darker towards the inner corner. So we're going to start on the outer corner, and I'm using a MAC 263. And I'm going to go in with Drawing a Blanc. And I'm kind of going to use this to set my concealer. So I'm patting it. Don't drag because you'll move the concealer. Just pat this shade on the outer wing here. Next, I'm going to go in with the transition shade, that peachy color. Going right in the center, tap, 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 and then the excess I'll kind of put right over Drawing a Blanc so it blends them together. Just take your time and go slowly. Now I'm going in with Chalk Full and I'm going right beside that. And then lastly, Embark right on this inner corner. Ombre liner's done. We can add mascara and hopefully get rid of some of the concealer in my lashes. And then I'm going to put on some false lashes. I'm not sure which ones I'm going to use, but you guys will know. I will tell you. But this is my current favorite mascara. This is I'm so used to saying extended play. This is Instacurl Lash, and I love it. It's not clumpy, but it gives me so much lash. I'm in love with it. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I used Kiss Lashes number 11 to finish off the eye, and then from my lips, I really need to stop doing this, but liquid lipstick and gloss, I used Bow and Arrow from Kat Von D and then Softly Lit from MAC. This is still available as of right this second, so, but really any like nude gloss is gonna work. It'll give you the same effect. But anywho, I will list everything else that's on my face in the description below, and if you guys have any questions, let me know. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!